Good day, students. I will first discuss to you the course outline of the subject Fundamentals of Accounting. What are the topics to be covered? Chapter 1, we have Accounting and the Business. The subtopics will be Accounting as the language of business. So we will learn the overview of accounting. Next will be definition of accounting. Users of financial statements. So if there will be financial statements, who will be the end user? The end user who makes his or her decision for the future of the company. So who are they? So we have internal and we also have external. Next, forms of business organization. So what are the different forms? Next will be types of business activities. Chapter 2, elements of the financial statements. Subtopics will be unit of measure concept, the business entity concept, we have the accounting elements, and the financial statements. So these topics will not be new to you if you already read the module that I have given, I think last week. Chapter 3 will talk about transaction analysis. Subtopics, the different accounts. Chart of accounts, we have accounting transactions. Dual aspect concept, analysis of transactions. Now, what are the different financial transactions that will be included in the accounting transactions? So not all of them, only the financial ones. And there are conditions for the transactions to be included. No, like for example, I'll give you an overview. That transaction should be, or the probability is 90% that it will happen, then that transaction will be included as accounting transaction. Kaya if 40% lang siya, that will not be included. We will not count the chicks of the chicken if it is not yet hatched. Chapter 4, recording business transactions. We have double entry system, the debits and credits, the normal balance of accounts, recording transactions on the journal. Chapter 5 will talk about revenue and expenses. So, composition will be the income statement. What are the elements of the income statement? What is included in the income statement? Income statement and the accounting equation, the revenue and expenses accounts. So, in the income statement, or the income portion or the revenue portion, this has different accounts, or the accounts that composes the revenue. So there are accounts composes the expenses. And then recording revenues and expenses. Chapter 6, the accrual concept. So revenue recognition principle, what are they? The revenue recognition situations, the expense recognition principle. So these are the standards that the accountant follows. Matching principle, and then expense versus asset. Chapter 7 will talk about the accounting cycle. So means where does accounting starts and where does it ends. So dapat the end user will be the ending line of the accounting cycle. No, they will pag-abot sa ila, we will expect them to make decision. So we have accounting process, the general journal, we have general ledger, and the trial balance. Adjusting entries. Time period concept, depreciation, the going concern concept, accrued expenses, accrued revenue. So adjusting entries, since we record transactions on estimates. We record transactions as 90% that it will happen. No? There's that 10% that portion of it will not happen. So we have adjustments. So what will be our consideration for the adjustments? Chapter 9, adjusting entries or mixed accounts. So mixed accounts, we have prepayments, asset method, prepayments, we have expense method. So part of the adjusting entries, unearned revenue, and liability method, unearned revenue, unearned revenue method. So in accounting, like for example, we have here insurance. No, the building of the company will have to be insured. No, if it will be taken by fire or masunog siya, the insurance company will compensate para sa building, and so that operations will still goes on. Or else, if dili nila na-insure, then the company will shell out, meaning will have to give additional capital again for the building. So that's why there's insurance, no? Because of the uncertainty of the event to happen, and that event might give negative impact to the company. That's why we have insurance. We transfer the burden to the insurance company, no? Like for example, we have prepayments. We record insurance when we pay, no, the insurance company, but we will not record it as an expense. Manibot po sabot ani as an expense for 1 month. For example, let's say we pay out insurance for the month of October, and it's not that we will record it as an expense for the month of October. No, we have to proportionate ang insurance na payment. So that's why we have adjustments. Portion will be an expense since na-cover na siya sa company. The company already used it. And portion wala pa. So that's why we have to get the adjusting entries or have adjusting entries for that. Chapter 10, we will talk about the worksheet. So how to prepare the trial balance. Preparing the adjustments. Preparing the adjusted trial balance, financial statements, the worksheet in a computerized environment. So, doing accounting or being a bookkeeper. No, bookkeeper is the one doing all of the accounting cycle. Now, who does the accounting cycle? Who does recording transactions? Who does adjusting entries? So, unlike before, we do it on a piece of paper. We calculate using the calculator, and then that's why we do things using pencil, because there are adjustments along the way. That's why it's in a pencil, because it's not yet final. The amounts will not be finalized. Unlike today, we have the computerized environment na once we'll give the entries automatic, it will also give us the impact on the financial statements, on the whole operational performance of the organization. No, dali na din siya. It's because real time. Chapter 11, completing the accounting process. We'll have closing entries, closing process, post-closing, trial balance, and reversing entries. This will be the topics that we're gonna be discussing. Our reference will be the accounting module. So this one, I've already given this to you. Second, the books, the book Fundamentals of Accounting, I mean. So Rafael M. Lopez Jr. So this one, we're gonna base this one here.